Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm Father Steve Summers, and this is Dot, a stoic little puppy this morning. This is our brief daily message of hope as we kick off a new work week, making our way deeper into the month of July, which is amazing that Major League Baseball is halfway through the 2023 schedule. Time is really flying by. I was thinking this morning about the great Billy Graham, the nation's pastor, as he was called. There was once a letter back in the 1950s that was just addressed to God's man in Minnesota. And so the only address it had on it, and the U.S. Postal Service delivered that letter to Billy Graham. And he was indeed the nation's pastor, presided over a lot of the major events in the life of our country, and had that steady presence that came from a deep and abiding faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. And I remember years ago reading his autobiography, Just As I Am, and he described a time in his life when he wasn't so steadfast and sure of his faith. It was when he finally left the farm in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, and went off at the time to Bob Jones College. And he eventually transferred to another school and ultimately wound up at Wheaton College in Illinois, where he got his undergraduate degree. But the time he was away from home, he lasted only a semester at Bob Jones College. It was very difficult for him. He questioned everything and was insecure and shy and awkward and not all that bright. And he was having a crisis in his life, a spiritual crisis. And he wrote a letter to his mother and talked about what do you do? He said, I feel like I'm falling apart. And back then, the only way to communicate really effectively was to write a letter. This would have been during the Depression. And he was at a point of despair. And his mother wrote back with advice that stood firm for him for the rest of his life. She said, when you're in darkness, reach out your hand up above to the hand that the Lord is offering to you. Reach out in the darkness and hold on to the hand of the Lord who's reaching out to you, and then don't let go of it. And of course, that stood firm for him the rest of his life. That didn't mean his life was simple, but it meant that he had the grip on the anchor that held him firm in his faith in the Lord. And that's my message for us today. I'm talking to myself again. We go through dark times. Our nation's going through a dark time, and we seem to see anger and violence and hatred and envy and jealousy and pain and sorrow and complaining and bitterness everywhere. And it's time just to reach out in the darkness and grab hold of the hand of the one who's already reaching down for us, because he loves us and will hold us secure in his grasp, no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing. And I hope that you can feel his hand already reaching out for you. And I was just thinking of the one-hit wonder song from 1971 by a Canadian gospel soft rock band called Ocean, called Put Your Hand in the Hand of the Man from Galilee. Have a blessed day today, and God willing, Dot and I will see you here again tomorrow. God bless you.